Hey guys, WhatiF here. Welcome back to NASCAR Game 2013 Career Mode for Part 29. We're going to Kansas. I got a good feeling. Kansas, we're going to absolutely just eviscerate the field. So let's just get into it so we have bonus race time. Point standings were fine. Poor Carl Edwards completely cucked out of this championship because of Chicagoland, and he's just not going to recover. I learned after watching my Dale Jr. have one bad race at Chicagoland, destroy his entire 10-race chase. I think that's the case. What's going on with Edwards? So that's a big RIP and peace to him. Pastrana doing amazing 7th because resetting the points was always just a glorious idea, even though it only like 5 out of the 10 seasons that it was a thing where they're like legitimate champions, or like they should have deserved it. Like 5 out of the 10. A 50% ratio, which should be a grade scale of an F, but you know, people like to think it's an A tier, whatever. I don't know. I'm getting into rants, tangents. I'm salty, and I don't know why. Kansas, there's nothing to upgrade, so I got nothing. Big shout out to my 2 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube members supporting the channel. Perks, you get early access videos where they come out to the public and all that good stuff. Thank you as always for doing that, so I can at least eat crackers and Fritos for my lunch and dinner. So thank you. Let's just get into it. God, I'm such an asshole today. What is wrong with me? So here's the settings. I wanted to try to get it to 2 times just to pit once, but just never seems to work. I don't know. So we're just going to go with this. 80 laps, 30% race length, 1 times tire fuel. We should be pitting around lap 45 and 50, so they actually be pitting once. So that's good. And with that, we'll get into qualifying and see where we start. 2, 3, and 4. First lap, we got 11th. This one's definitely going to be a good bit better as long as I don't hit the wall or do anything stupid. It slid, and I still hit the wall. Alright, well, that might have been a pull if I didn't scrape the wall. That's still going to be pretty freaking good, as that's a 3rd. I probably could have gotten pulled, but I will take a 3rd. That's pretty good. Okay, so we got Dale Jr. on pole. Kyle's up there. Carl's 8th. He might rebound to not be last in the chase thing. Pastrana's 20th, so that's not good, but either way, we'll have Mike Joy and Daryl take it away.
Welcome to Kansas Speedway in America's heartland for today's running of the Hollywood 400. I'm Mike Joy with Daryl Waltrip.
Mike, these guys, these crew chiefs, they can throw away the notebook. This is a whole new racetrack. Progressive banking, extremely fast. Hang on to your helmet.
Along with Kentucky, Kansas is NASCAR's newest venue, and a whole city of entertainment options have grown up around this speedway. The folks in the Midwest, they like their racing as much as anybody in the country. And in its short history, this track has proven to be one of the most competitive in America.
Well, technically, Kansas was on schedule in 2001, and Kentucky was 2011, so they're not very recent. They're far apart from each other.
Boogity! Let's go really fast racing today, boys and girls.
Thank you, Daryl. Yeah, they're talking about progressive banking. This game never had it, which was always strange. But yeah, starting P3. Dale Jr. already off to a rocket ship start. But yeah, I just want to get through this race very cleanly. I know the AI aren't too tough here. We were pretty competitive here, even when our car was not upgraded. So going into this, as long as we just get through Kyle and Dale Jr. here pretty easily, it shouldn't be too hard. As we already get to the inside of them here. Just have to nail turn 1, which I don't do at all. That was a terrible angle and entry. Still side by side with them. But yeah, the pitting should be around 45 to 50. I'm just going to stay up high because I don't know what they're going to do in turn 3. And that's why I went up to the high side, because they actually checked up on the bottom lane a good bit. So, yeah, we'll clear them off turn 4, new leader, and unless we get a lot of yellows, this is basically the end of the race.
Car in front's heading to the pit. Yellow flag.
Ooh, an AI yellow. And it's kind of a weird one. Oh, pit road shenanigans. Okay, there was a bit of a wall pop twist to that, because the 31 hit that guy, but then... Okay. Well, You could definitely make it to the end on fuel, so we're just going to pit. We had like a 20-second lead, so I think we'll be fine. Just that kind of threw me off. We got first out of pit road, and I guess a lot of people pit, and I guess the ones that were already down pit road were a lap down, so poor Pastrana, 27th, I see that. Okay, well, that's, there's really nothing at stake now. We're just gonna, you know, get a good launch on the start, and we'll just continue like we've been doing currently. Okay, never mind, we are not gonna be doing that. Not as easy as I thought. Kind of pack it in turn 3. Hellman's gonna check up a little bit. Okay, they're putting up a fight. I appreciate that. This is gonna be the most entertaining part of all of this, and then Hellman just stopped on the front straightaway. I wish I could explain it, but I really can't. And I turned too much there, so there goes all of my corner speed. Do I just not want to dominate this race? Like, what is wrong with me? I just lost the lead. Okay, let's try this again. Hellman checks up off the corner. We got the lead. We should be good now. We should just vroom Neum past. Oh, well, we already passed him, but let's just vroom away. And we're doing that. Okay, good. I think what we learned is even with the AI knowing that they can pit once, they still pit a random second time under green. I don't know. The AI are just atrocious when it comes to pit logic. And it's almost impossible to do that unless you just run races that are, I guess, under 20%. I guess that's probably the way to fix it, but that's not fun when you can't even do a simulated experience when the AI pit logic just falls apart if you go more than 20% races. So, that is pretty freaking sad. I just ran right into Kansas. I didn't know where he was going. Lesson learned, if you're going to be a lap car, don't wiggle waggle on the back straightaway. Just hold your goddamn line.
R2 back. Car on the bottom, one back. Got one working the bottom.
Danica, you fucking cuck. Like, why? I'm up on the high side. Ew. That damaged my axle. That could be the difference of me making this race or not, because I just realized my tires are wearing a lot. So that's a big problem. We might be screwed on just making it on tires. And Danica just exacerbated the problem. My flag's out. I didn't really have to worry about my tires or anything with the axle damage as you're looking at the thing on the bottom right. Tire wear is okay. So the axle really that damage didn't really affect it. And we're leading by over 25 seconds. Very close to lapping Hellman. Would have easily lapped the field at least once had that gone green, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, it was an exceptional ass-kicking by the field with a hint of AI wall pop, which was a very unusual wall pop, I'll say that much. But that's another dub. 16th win in the season. Credits aren't nearly as much as other events, but that's still fine. It's just gross. But at least we'll have bonus race time for sure after this one. Finishing results, we know Hellman got 2nd, Jimmy 3rd, Edwards 7th. Ooh, he's not going to be last in the points maybe after that one. Dale Jr., who started up at the front, ends up getting 8th. Ambrose 9th, which is good. I saw Kurt. Good for him. Poor Pastrana, 22nd. Poor Jeff Gordon. Ugh. But that's really about the only surprise. We barely had anyone on lead lap. It might have been under 12. So I know I passed Kurt late. Okay. Okay, 10 on lead lap. That is scary. Okay. I don't even know what more to say. That was just a race and a half. On to the next one. That's our 17th win of the year. Kyle Busch still in 2nd. Jimmy's only 1 point back. It's a great battle for 2nd, I'll say that much. Even Dale Jr. is kind of within the hunt. Same with Kenseth. Not really with Kenseth, but 17 points. It's a stretch. Pastrana drops to 9th. Gordon had a bad run as well. And Edwards still last. He's only 4 points behind Biffle, but Edwards is still last. That's so sad. He had such an amazing first half of the year that he's just... I mean, he DNF'd to Chicagoland, which isn't his fault. That's more of the game being dumb, but... Wow, he is just not rebounded at all. That's depressing. No new sponsors, no new anything. Yeah, we'll just jump into Charlotte. I'm going to have to do some practice off camera to figure out the race length, tire wear percentage. So I'm going to throw this in my editing software, and I'll be back in a moment's notice. Alright, we're back. I know what to do for the Charlotte race. I got that all situated, so there's really nothing else to divulge into. Let's just get right into it. So the settings, it's going to be at 20%, 67 laps, 1 times tire and fuel. Apparently, you can go about 50 or 52 laps with that, so that's a pretty good amount to at least have 1 pit stop.
Now's a good time
So I'm sure we'll have a lot of AI yellows to kind of throw that all over the place. So we'll get into qualifying and see where we start. Okay, this car is very loose. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not going to get a better lap, but 7th is not too bad. That's way faster than any Race Now car I was kind of doing off camera, so... yeah, it is unspeakably loose. My lord, it is absolutely on edge. I don't even know what to say. We're gonna, I don't know, maybe up the brake bias for race trim? I don't know, it's just... just letting off the throttle, even thinking about hitting the brakes just wants to wreck, so... I think the car is just too fast, I don't know. Interesting how the Race Now and the Kuruma car are slightly different in how they drive. It's something, but Kent is on pole, Truex started up good. Edwards 6th, he needs to finish there to gain points on Biffle and friends to do stuff and to not be last. Pastrana 15th, not bad. Alright, let's get on with it and hope it's not a complete shit show like
long before the race starts,
Atlanta in Texas and all those other bad tracks. Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for tonight's Bank of America 500. I'm Mike Joy with Darrell Waltrip.
Mike, you like playing at home?
Sure.
Well, all these teams do, and this is the home game for the race teams. They're all in the area right here. This is their home racetrack. Family, friends, everybody comes over here. Big, big night of racing.
A big super speedway, Darrell, a weather-sensitive racetrack, and one where strategy is key.
Well, racing into the night, that changes everything. It changes setup. This is one of the races in the chase. Everybody puts a lot of special emphasis in winning at Charlotte.
It's a short, fast ride to go home. Let's find out who will be first to the finish line. All right, my mouse got stuck on my... I don't even know. Sometimes it happens. If I transition my mouse from one thing to the other, and it just was an absolute disaster. Which almost is terrifying, because if I'm having that much trouble with just moving the mouse from one thing to the next, that does not bode well for this race then. I don't know. Edwards is in the Geek Squad car. That triggers me already, just based on my past history with Geek Squad. But, I mean, so far... I don't know. It's always scary. Just qualifying kind of made me very concerned, just based on how it almost seemed like I need the whole track to turn. And the thing is really, really loose. That was actually a pretty good run through 3 and 4. The AI kind of check up there, so that's kind of one of our advantages there. Oh my god, the check up. I was lucky to kind of anticipate it, or at least slow up in time. But yeah, we just need this field to thin out. I'm so used to the AI just wrecking here. The Coke 600 was an absolute disaster with that. I want to try to get out of here, or at least get away from these 3 cars here, because anything weird can happen. There's nowhere for me to go, so I'm just going to back up here because I know the check up. So now I'm just kind of stuck. Why did the car do that? Why? Why did it just... What was that? I was being so careful in the corners, and it just decided, hey, I'm just going to turn a lot. Then the back half of the car realized, oh shit, I can't do that, and it wrecked itself. There goes my track position. Glad Pastrana's running well. That's always a good thing. But yeah, I just got to be very careful with how I drive this car. It is so different from the Race Now. It's almost comical how different it is, because usually it's kind of like a subtle difference. Not with this track. No, it's very, very different. And we're just going to be trying to be very careful here through the corners, not try to push it too awfully much. But it looks like most of the field is getting single file, so it's going to start getting easier to get up to the field, just because they're not side by side. It's going to be a little more, I guess doable is the right word. Also, we could go for a very long time on field, which the Race Now car could not do. It could only do about 51 laps, and apparently here I can go 55, so that's interesting. But hey, we're in the top 10. We survived a gigantic bullet with the way the car was acting there, so I like to say that I hope this goes green, but I know it probably won't, but
We'll just kind of pick them off here one at a time, just like we're about to do with Biffle here, as we'll very casually slip into 7th. Or we can have an AI yellow, just as I was kind of anticipating. With how long we can go on fuel, we could probably make it to the end on this one tank. I don't know. That was an unusual wreck. I will say that much. Usually it's always off turn 4. Nope, that was like a semi-normal wreck on this game. Kind of mind-boggling. Okay, a couple people pitted. That might have been smart on their part, because we never get another yellow. They might make it to the end, unless my fuel load's a lot more. I don't know, but we're 4th. We're on the outside. The leader pitted, so that's bad for Kyle Busch. Edwards is up here, so that's good. What was that? I was gonna say, yeah, where we were started, it did not shift me into 3rd gear right away. I cannot talk. My God. But it all worked out. Now he's got to be careful. Just drive up here on the high side. They're going to check up on the bottom. Get a amazing run off turn 4. Try to clear Jimmy, then get down low, which is probably not going to happen. But, oh, Edwards gave me the high lane. That helps. Thank you. And we'll just effortlessly drive around him. I don't even know if that's really like a nice run off turn 4 or what, but we'll get the inside of Kenseth here. And there we go. Into the lead. Now we just got to hold it. Try not to hit the apron. You see what that means? What is the car doing? What was that? I guess I was pushing it too much. I don't know. Now, I mean, this isn't really the preferred lane I like to do in turn 3. But I think even still, we'll get a nice launch off. He is putting up a fight. Leave it to Kenseth to be just a fighter, and I appreciate that. But we'll clear him here in turn 1 so he checks up a little bit. Perfect. It's going to be very... Oh, it did the freaking wiggle again. Sorry, Kenseth, didn't mean to chop you off like that, but the car just decided, hey, we're just going to do that weird stunt again and get loose. So that was terrifying. And I went up in the corner way too high. But finally, we're going to clear him. That's a lot of damage. Well, maybe I got it from before, but... Okay, we're in the lead, we're good, and we'll just wait till we get another comical yellow not too long after I stop talking to make this lead feel utterly pointless. There we go, another yellow. It took a little bit longer than I thought. I thought it was going to be like right after I stopped talking, but no, it was a little bit. I think now will probably be a good idea to pit, just so we can make it on fuel and be okay. Is it a... Yeah, it's a wall pop. Almost was a... Well... Oh, Ambrose, this is... That's not... Wrong auto sport there. You're not in stadium trucks. Like, my God. We're going to pit, obviously. Alright, well. Well, that actually... A lot of people are pitting, so... Okay, I made the right decision. So, this will put us in 20th. Oh, boy. A lot of people stay out, so now I feel like we're going to get a lot of shit show. Because now we got people on super old tires and newer ones. It's going to cause chaos, and this car is already kind of loose, so this is already going to make things really freaking tough. I'm going to try my damnedest to be careful. It's so hard in this game just to have a normal experience. There's some races where you can, but then it's like the AI are just really piss easy. But so far, well, I would say so far it's okay, but usually it's off turn 4 where it just goes absolutely bonkers, so... It's going to be off throttle, give them a lot of space, maybe even too much space. Who is frickin' pitting after a restart? That is a small brain IQ move. Kenseth back into the lead. Oh, I guess he's always been there. I don't know, but 17th, we gained a couple spots. It's thinned out here, so I'm hoping this will just begin to get a little bit easier as we go up to the field. This is probably a bad idea going low. I usually gain a lot of spots on the outside. Now I have no choice. No, I can't. Okay, I made the choice. I compromised a lot of speed, but... I'm sorry, Edwards, but... Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, that's another yellow. Another chance we could stay out and gain track position, so this works. And it's Pastrana. Oh, chase implications. And it's a wall pop. Second one of the day. A lot of people pitted there, it looked like. Or at least a good chunk. Because then how did David Reagan gain 10 spots? Alright, well, we're up to 5th just like that. And we could basically make it to the end on fuel. I don't know how the tires are going to be, but outside line kind of checked up a little bit. Jesus Christ, Dave Blaney. Oh, now we're just 3. This is bad. All right, Edwards, you're going to have to give me a little bit of room. Trevor. What the fuck is the car doing? Why did it do that? What was that? How does... That made no sense. All right, well, or are my tires just dead now? That was like Atlanta with 2 times wear type of bullshit. That made no sense at all. Okay. And... No, that was just another wreck by the 33. And everybody just piled in. Alright, same, basically almost the same wreck as before, except off turn 4. We gained a spot. Alright, now we're on the outside, which I guess is good. We'll see if we can do something now. Does seem like the outside line kind of checks up a little bit. We lost a spot, so... I don't know. We got the preferred lane again, so we're good. Yeah, I just want to get to the lead. So I don't have to worry about the other AI, because they're just terrifying. I don't know, it's so hard to anticipate what they're going to do, and try to anticipate it, and all that. But outside line seems to work. Car, why? Why? Just turn! Just go through the corner, that's all I ask! Why is it doing this loose shit? There goes our track position. There goes everything. Now my axle's damaged. I'm glad that I tapped Brad and my car dies. That made all the sense. That's another AI yellow, which might have been inadvertently caused by me. I don't know. It's just frustrating. Why? Just why? No, that wasn't even from me. That just... The AI are just wrecking themselves. Only 2 wall pops today. Now I got axle damage. Now I got a pit. It's so hard to... I'm so annoyed. It just blows my mind. I mean, I just don't understand. Like now I can't even really use the race now as like practice, because if the car's just gonna be this radically different, or is this like a Charlotte exclusive? I gotta add that to my Google Doc notes, because so far it's been like pretty much the same, unless I change the tire wear, but like the handling's relatively been consistent. Now this race is different, so I gotta add that to my little notes on Google Doc for the people ever watching this for future reference on their guide to racing this game the most normally as possible, which almost isn't, but alright, I'm learning. We're discovering new things today, as I'm basically, where am I? In the 30s? No, 40s, okay. Alright, we'll just have the field wreck and move up through the field because people pitted. That's gonna be my strat, because I don't really think I'm gonna be able to do much under green, because it's too goddamn stupid. And again, why are people pitting under green conditions? It's a recipe for disaster, but we gained 16 spots because of that, so hooray for me to use the outside line. That really worked out in my favor in that instance. Another car pitted. That's going to stack everyone up. Why is it got to be stupid? Why does this track have to be so fucking dumb? I don't understand. It's like, my brain just can't even freaking process the dumbness. And again, more people are pitting. That does stack up the lanes a bit. And we'll gain some spots accordingly. Good job on Pastrana for gaining some of those spots. He had the common sense to get out of the way a little bit. And there we go, up into 7th. And about 25 of those spots were probably because of people pitting and stacking the field up. Nice, around turn 4. We'll get by Brad for 6th. And then we could just kind of slowly, methodically move up through the field. Though it's probably not going to happen because we'll have more AI yellows because of wall pops or something. Brad's being stubborn. He passed me. That's not how this works. But we'll just pass him again. Or at least set him up here going into 1 and pass him. And then we should be good. I feel like I just said all this, but Brad's making this difficult. There we go, 6th. I think we'll be good now.
Clear right side. Car 1 back. First is leading by 3 seconds.
What is wrong with this fucking car? And why does it piss me off so much? I don't know. But it's aggravating. There. We passed Brad for 6th for the 3rd time. It took a little bit, which... I feel like the car is fast, but I think it's just more just the handling is such trash that it's really hard to do anything. It just wants to skate, it wants to wreck, and it's making it really freaking hard. to run down Boyer. And the fact that Trevor Bayne's leading is just makes me even more clinically depressed. Yep, there we go. Goodbye track position on Boyer, or I guess the interval. Goodbye to that. That's all gone. All that I worked for is just down the fucking toilet. I can't believe it. I can't do it. I can't catch him. Brad is running me down. I don't know what more I can do. I can't really push the car any harder. It's already on the edge of wrecking. Unless Bayne gets held up in lap traffic, I don't think I have any chance of winning. I don't even think I have any chance of running down 5th place. God, I got nothing. I'm baffled. I'm amazed how this has gone. Unless he has like 4 lap fresher tires than me? I don't know. It's the only other explanation that I can have to rationalize this, because in the race now, it was easy. It was stupid easy to be fast and run down people and pass that. It was never even a problem, but now it is. What is going on? And I can't make the corner to save my fucking life, apparently. Something stupid's happening in front of me. I don't know if it's lap down cars or what, but they are getting stacked up big time. I guess for all intents and purposes, this is my chance to make these spots up, but the car can just turn. Well, I can't say turn, but, you know, not wreck. But all right, we'll get 5th and I guess 4th through Newman. Thank you, Josh Wise. Please turn. I'm afraid to turn too much because I don't know what the car's gonna do. We got a yellow, which I don't know if that helps or not. That might have made things worse. And I'm tired of my hand sticking to this fucking controller because they got the tape on it and it's fucking sticky and I fucking hate it. Drives me nuts. God! Another wall pop. Number 3 of the day. I'm staying out because I feel like that's the only strat we have. If the one time I stay out. 10th on back pitted, so it really would not have been that bad of a day to pit. But how am I supposed to know? We got 14 laps. We got the lead. We got like 8 or what, 9 plus cars as a buffer between me and the lead. Like I guess the fresh tire pit cars. I can't talk. God, that was a good start. I didn't think I'd have the lead like this, but hey, if we could win on a bullshit technicality like this, then I will frickin' take it. We just get a nice run through turn 4. Okay, beautiful. Now we just have to hope and pray that those people that pitted are pretty far back, and we just need to build up this lead in case that happens. So we have a buffer. There's about a 1 second gap to me. Truex, we're maintaining everything. I'm sure we'll get another yellow, which is kind of concerning. Car is awful. Awful to drive. But we're somehow making it work. How is it that the people that just pitted could not run me down? How? Never mind. All right, well, there we go. We're gonna get a green, white, checkered finish for the TikTokers and probably Viners for when this game was out, I think. And it's another wall pop, the 4th one of the day, and now I am so screwed on what to do. I made my eggs in my basket. No, whatever the term is. I have to stay out. I have to be committed to it now. And just hope it works out. We still got people on old tires that are back there, so maybe it'll work out. We were actually gapping Truex, so maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. We just have to survive turn 2, and hopefully we clear them, or at least get through turn 3, and then kind of, you know, go from there. We do get a car length on him, which is good. That's a start. Now we just gotta get through the gears, which we do successfully. The car is very shittily handled right now. It is just awful at this point in the run. Now we just gotta get through turn 3. Just take your time. And give them the bomb lane if they need it. We're gonna gap them, which is good. All right, we're good. Okay, that worked out. Just gets the white flag before they wreck again. Beautiful. All right, it's official. Phew. All right, this game tried. It tried it a lot of different ways to just screw me up, but it didn't happen. Even down to the car handling being strange. No, we will win this race. I will not be denied. I don't know what this is, but I will take it. Not anymore. Okay. Yeah, I don't even want to do the honor of this game of the Davey Quickie tribute. which is the Alec Wiki tribute, but Davey version. But I don't know. But we got another dub. I will take it. Look at the race results here. And a lot of car icons with red in it. That's what I first noticed. Tony got third, Brad fourth. Poor Carl Edwards yet again having a very below average day. He continues to be the worst chase driver, and it breaks my heart. That's so sad. Pastrana nowhere to be found. None of the top 12 in the points are even up here. I think maybe Tony Stewart's the only one, but that's it. That caution might have really thrown that race upside down. Well, I guess with all those other yells, I guess it did, but yeah, that just flipped everything. Pastrana's 23rd. Edwards is, oh my god, he is 32nd. He's having like a Dale Jr., Kyle Busch 2008 late season collapse, or I guess chase season collapse. I don't know, but it is just downhill. He is not doing any freaking backflips, if I tell you, not anymore. Oh my. Here's our point situation. We're still very good. Jimmy Johnson moves up to second. Kyle Busch drops to third. Tony Stewart, and I was right, he's in there. Ken's at top 5 still. Boyer 9th. Pastrana's 10th, but he's not last. That still goes to Edwards, as he's only 10 back of Biffle. None of it makes any sense. Edwards has more top 10s to Pastrana and Biffle combined. He had 17 top 10s. He had the second most or third most. Oh, he's tied with Junior. Kyle Busch had, okay, so he's like tied with third for most of the year, or fourth, but I can't believe it. It's just absolutely insane how his season's just falling apart. No new sponsor offers. Again, it makes it easier. That makes us wrap up the video quicker. I guess that's it. Next episode, we'll start off with an eliminator at Kansas. Why could this not happen after Kansas? We're going to Talladega. Usually it's always been like the next corresponding race, but whatever. I'll take it. So yeah, we'll just wrap things up. What a part. Big shout out to my tier 3 Patreon supporters, the Dave Hunter Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carrier, Mexican Lane 1986, and Jason Hellman for the support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It always means a lot. Always goes a long way. So thank you as always for the glorious continued support and all that. It makes me very happy. I'll see you all next episode for the Invitational, then Talladega, which I'm assuming is just going to go just like Daytona. We're going to qualify last, barely make up any spots, late race yellow, and then we'll make a charge because we'll have some kind of track position then and get like a top 10. That's my assumption of what's going to happen. So it might be a very boring race, but probably enough to pad out a video runtime for the WhatiFRacing channel of 20 minutes or more, which I haven't done. So that's like the gold standard I want to try to get for a video length, but that's not. This game's been so weird to try to manage the parts and then the races and how it's been so hard to try to figure that out. It's probably been the worst in terms of trying scheduling, or not schedule, but just trying to get the videos to work out, to have enough for one video, but then it's not. Then if I do a second one, it's like, well, then it's either the video's gonna be under 20 minutes. It's gonna be like 18 minutes, or it's gonna be like a 40-minute video because I have to throw another race, and that's gonna take like 20. It's my brain. All right, I'm done. I'm done ranting. I will see you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.